Just some basic understanding here before we go too much deeper into this. What we're doing here is bridging the conscious subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, all the conditioned pattern languages, trigger warnings, all the different psychological manifestations, different languages we've learned, sciences of language, the different ways of perceptive reality. There's that. And that's the collective consciousness. What we have access to, the direct consciousness, the texture of all this, that manifests in the now. That's the key thing to always focus on, is the now. That's all there ever is. And as soon as you say it, it's not the now anymore. I get it. But this is the point of contact, is the now. It's always the now. It's not 10 years ago when you were in your prime of whatever you're thinking of. It's now. It's always going to be now. Come to grips with that. The texture of consciousness requires a discipline. That's why the yoga, martial arts, whatever form it takes, you need to embed it in the default program. Because as you near the event horizon, I'm just speaking metaphorically here, of consciousness, subconscious mind, as you cross over that boundary, so to speak, between wake and dream, the lucid dreaming, and then you have to have a construct personality that fits as a real way to deal with this. If you're going to deal with archetypals, Jungian, gods and goddesses and all whatever forms you want, if you're going to deal with that, you should become an archetypal yourself. And if you're going to deal with that on a different level, on a pure bhakti devotional level, the relationship that you, I, any of us will have will be ultimately with ourselves. What do we find comfort in this relationship of the part of ourselves that is an infinite being? How do we reconcile that into this body-mind relationship? So the discipline is important. The discipline becomes the default. You automatically kick back into it because you're going to lose your ego doing this. You're going to have a personality deconstruct, and you're going to not know who the fuck you are. Understand that. That's why you have to set a disciplined background that pulls you back into a pattern language, and that reestablishes through multidimensional, however you want to view this, connection with who you really are, which is yourself. And I don't know who else. It's all we are. Here's ourself. Manifestation in this body, obviously. Well, that's what it comes down to. The body, mind. There's not much difference. There can't be. The communication factor, anyway. I mean, ultimately, of course, this body's an entropic, dream. All right. I'll look at this and see if I like it. Okay, hang on.